See how they're looking here. There we go. Here is Team Harpia loading up at the runway. And we're going to switch over and pull up Team PTF. Actually, there we go. So we've got Team PTF on one screen. We got Harpia on the other screen. And we had some background calls. I hate those spam calls when they come in. If you guys have had spam calls come in to you, let me know in the comments. We've got a couple of missions here. We've got ATO 3, which is, I believe, the current mission that we're going to be flying today. And this is a aircraft carrier launched mission that we are going to watch. Just going to line everything up here, stand by, and alrighty here. Let's make sure we got all the views we want. All right, from Team PTF, let's zoom in on, we've got Lucky up on the ground. Looks like they're getting ready to slot in. And what do we got going on here? And Harpia is looking pretty good. Looks like they are already there. Let's play a little bit of DCS music in the background while we wait. And let's see if I can bring up some audio here. Oh, looks like a server reset. Stand by. Alright, technology, come on. Let's get this stream up and running here. So a really brief server restart there for just a second. Alright, looks like we've got Team Harpia on blue, Team PTF on red. Let's get back in the mission here and see what we see. Go to the split screen view with TAC as well. Remember, the stream is delayed about 30 seconds, so make sure you don't stream snipe. That is most inappropriate if you do that. Okay, here we go. All right, we're looking at an F-18. This is Team Harpia Wolf. And let's take a peek at the PTF side. Who do we have here? There we go. We've got PTF Predator here standing by. You hear their engines revving up. Both teams are getting ready. We'll give them a couple of seconds here. And we'll see what happens. We've got a live TAC view as well, so we can always jump to that and kind of see what's going on. All right, technology, come on, catch up. There we go. Here's all the views. All right, so this is one of the ATO missions, and the way it works in ACES, it's a little bit different than having a pure combat match where you're just flying against other opponents. There's some additional skill involved, such as the ability to take off from carriers for extra points, being able to land at certain specific locations. So all those things add up for points. We're waiting for the teams to load up while the air boss will validate everybody's loadout. So there's some additional things to keep in mind when you're getting ready for these sorts of flights. A little bit about Team Harpia. So they're a competitive squadron. They're based in Brazil, and they came together in 2019. They got into SATEL in 2020-2021, and they've definitely done some damage there. I've seen some of the streams there, and now they are here in ACES against Phoenix Task Force, who are going to be flying from the red side. There we go. Looks like Phoenix Task Force is loading up their aircraft as well. Let's zoom it out. There we go. So Phoenix Task Force, we're looking at a couple of F-16s, and I think, is that a Mirage? That could be a Mirage. Let's zoom it in a bit here and take a look. Who do we have here? No, that is a JF-17. So really interesting setup on PTF. JF-17 always brings that long-range SD-10. I have a feeling that the JF-17 is really going to replace the Tomcat as we go forwards here, because it does have that SD-10 with the ability to manually loft and really get some range downstream. Now, over on the Harpia side, we're looking at a setup of 3 F-18s. They're looking fancy. Christmas lights are on. I actually learned that Christmas tree is an actual brevity code from the Air Force, saying that all of your navigation lights are on, and you can definitely see why they're called Christmas lights, because, well, it looks like Christmas lights. Let's stand by for a second. I'm going to go on mute, and I'm just going to verify with the Air Boss that things are getting ready. All right, let's bring it back into the audio environment here, and let's keep an eye on our planes and aircraft. See how we're doing here. We've got lights on from Team Harpia. Probably means that they are ready to rock. They're definitely looking good. And let's check in on our team over on Team PTF. All right, PTF is on the ground. Loading up, getting ready to fly. Let's double check our weapon loadouts. PTF is rocking some Fox 3s and some Fox 2s. So we're looking at 4 AIM-120s on the F-16s and a couple of AIM-9s. I'm not sure if there's any Sparrows. I don't think there's any Sparrows on these planes, of course. And how are F-18s looking? The F-18s are fully loaded up. We've got 4 Fox 3s. We see no Sparrows, and we've got 2 AIM-9s on each wing. So missile loadouts are another interesting feature of ATO flights. That's where you really got to figure out what your loadout is. It's not that you can have restrictions on certain weapons, it's that there's specific weapon loadouts for specific flights. Just chilling out in the holding pattern here. We can go through the weapon restrictions here and see what's allowed, what's not allowed. I think we're actually flying ATO 3 here, which is Operation Sea Fury. I'm just validating the loadouts. So in ATO 3, it's all about earning points. The blue team has to gain points. The red team has to pretty much deny points. It's supposed to be a 4v4, but looks like we're running a 3v3 setup today. And Team PTF already started taxiing out. Harpia is still on the ground. Let's give you some cinematic views here. There's Predator. On his way. So definitely a meta change for Team PTF. They've gone from having originally an F-14 Tomcat to now having Lucky in the JF-17. There's the group taxiing out. And let's take a quick look at our folks over on Team Harpia, see what they're up to. Got to do a bit of scrolling here. Still working out the tweaks here. One of the first streams I've done. There we go. All right, here's Team Harpia. We got Trigger up front. The lighting effects look pretty awesome. And again, shout out to fox3ms.com. Fox3 is doing all the hosting for all these servers. I think Fox3 is hosting, I think, over 90 different teams. I think that's what I saw last time, but tons of different teams, flight groups that are using Fox3 services. Definitely reach out to Fox3 via Discord or go to fox3ms.com because, well, if you need a server that's going to run stable, that's going to run fast, whether in Europe or in North America, Fox3's got you covered. Also, the servers come preloaded with the ability to do streaming to TACView, so if you need to do that, that's what I'm going to be using here. And also OpenSRS is pre-configured. So it's not just a server, he actually does all the pre-configuration for you, so you don't need to be a tech head to get a nice set of servers set up. Those Harpia guys are getting a little too close. Hopefully we don't have a collision on the ground. That would not be fun, right? Those F-18s were a little closer. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, no, they've spaced out. They've spaced out. No collisions. Fingers crossed. I'm just calling it out as I see it. All right. Team Harpia is lining up. Awesome. Let's go into our side-by-side view. And let's find Team PTF, of course. They should be already lined up as well and ready to rock. There we go. We've got Gatling in the lead. It's probably going to be the first element. First, he's going to be the lead for the first element. It's going to be a 4-ship. There's our JF-17. So here's our setup for this flight. JF-17's packing 4 SD-10s. The F-16s are going to be rocking 4 AIM-120s, 2 AIM-9s, and it's going to be a 3-ship of F-16s and a single JF-17. All right, and how's Team Harpia looking? Harpia is fielding 4 aircraft as well. Uh-oh, I'm starting to see something here. No, that is not a JF-17. They are rocking a mix of 18s and 116s. So we've got 3 F-18s plus 1 F-16 from Team Harpia versus 1 JF-17 and 3 F-16s from Team Phoenix Task Force. Everybody's at the runway, chilling and getting ready to rock. Chat should be open and visible to everybody, so make sure that you are dropping comments and questions. We'll be answering those with the team and with the leads after the flight. And there's going to be a second flight from One Trick Pony versus G66 right after that. So it's going to be a busy, busy morning today. Chilling and getting ready to rock. Chat should be open and visible to everybody, so make a little bit of an audio check. Make sure audio is flowing properly. Got our teams side by side rocking here.
Plasma, I'm really late, aren't I?
Hey, Hero, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Everybody can hear you, so please jump in and participate. If you see something interesting, tell me who it is, and I'll switch over to them as soon as we're ready to go. M-Hero15 here is the Air Boss. M-Hero, did everybody load up the correct weapons?
Please, just let me join. I'm late.
No worries.
Sorry, everyone, we're being late.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And so the reason that we have an air boss here is the air boss's job is to validate the loadouts, to keep track on all the splashes and all the kills, and make sure people are following the rules in the engagements. And that's M-Hero from the 108th. Planes are just chilling on the ground. There's our PTF skins. Runway lights have been turned off. And let's take a look at our Harpia guys here. Hopefully I've got everybody's liveries properly set up this time. I think I do. Harpia looks pretty awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, that is that a Harpia on their tail? Let's get into some ornithology here and talk about birds while we wait for the teams to get rolling. All right. We've got our takeoffs. Harpia is rolling. And so is Team PTF. Here we go. Let's give everybody a nice, nice sexy view of the jets as they blast through here. All right, first element from Harpia is up in the air. 2 F-18s. PTF is also taking off in a staggered setup. Their first element is up as well, with Gatling in lead. And Lucky, as well as Predator, are rolling behind them and taking off as well. There they go. And there's the rest of Team Harpia, with Wolf in the lead as well, taking off. All right, all of our aircraft are in the air, and we're going to head in for an engagement here. Going to change up our view here so that we've got some TAC view action to show you guys. There we go. We'll switch into the big TAC view with our 2 aircraft in each smaller stream. I may not be able to keep up with all the aircraft. It's a little bit harder when you're live, but I'll do my very best here. Drop in the comments if the audio is off and if you can't hear it for some reason. I'll keep an eye on that as well. Chat is disabled. Why is chat disabled for this live stream? How could that be? Guys, I'm not sure why chat is disabled. All right, if you need to drop a comment on the... I'll have to reconfigure this this live stream. I'm not sure why chat got disabled here. I didn't catch. I was wondering why there's no chats from anybody. If you want to drop a chat, jump over to the main part of my YouTube channel and go into the community section and just drop comments on the community post with the pictures. And I'll be reading those out as you guys post them. And apologies on that. All right, I'm going to get back into the flight here. We've got our teams ingressing. Let's get onto the lead aircraft here. Let's get our labels up. We've got Gatling and Falcon from PTF in the lead for Phoenix Task Force. And I'm going to crank up our gamma here in the... we are at 3. Wow. Nighttime flights. It's absolutely beautiful. There we go. We've got Wolf with the second element. He is forming up with the lead element for Team Harpia. Let's get them up on the screen here. Who's our lead here? There we go. There's our lead. Unfortunately, the audio does cut out when I switch between streams. Or if we've gone supersonic. Here's the engines. All right. Let's get back into TAC view and keep an eye on what's going on. And I promise for the next stream I will correct the... I'll correct the audio flow. I'm not sure what happened there, guys. And drop those comments into the replies to the post for Harpia today. All right, we've got a 100-mile spread between our 2 groups. Harpia has formed up into tight formation. We've got the PTF team coming in behind them. PTF is running with a 10-mile spread, 8-mile spread behind them. We've got AWACS here, so everybody knows where everybody else is. And they're definitely burning towards each other. question is, what is going to be the first move? Nice box setup from PTF. Harpia is very tight in their formation, really sticking together. And you can see that on the stream there. Ingressing. All right, here we go. 76 miles. This is going to get aggressive really fast. Let's look at the altitudes. Harpia is coming in mid-altitude. This is really interesting here. So Harpia is staying at 17, 18,000, where PTF is blasting upwards and faster words. Well, faster words. There you go. There's bad English for you first thing in the morning. But the reason I'm calling this out is PTF is definitely entering with more energy, and looks like they're definitely entering with more speed. Now, I know that the Harpia guys are excellent fighters. I've seen some of them fight in Mirages and F5s and Growling Sidewinder, so I do know that usually they do rock down low at low speeds, but we're not flying F5s here. We're flying F16s and F18s. But I don't know. I think maybe Harpia read my mind. There we go. They're definitely speeding up now. Full burner, and they're rocking it. Let's take a look here. Audio's out. Here's Gatling coming in. Let's keep him on the nose. I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit for the DCS, because as much as I love the sound of afterburners burning, it may be a little bit too loud. All right, we're down to 40 miles here. Again, guys, I'll get the chat up for the next flight, which will be coming up at 11:30 Pacific, which will be G66 versus OTP. But for this one, we don't have any chat, but leave comments. There you go. I've got some information. There we go. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, first launch. Apparently my content was marked for kids. Okay, first missiles are out, second missiles are out. Everybody's going defensive. Got a couple of AIM-120s. Gatling is pulling back. And he's clear. There's a second missile on Falcon. Everything's looking pretty good so far. All right, missiles are hitting the ground. Hopefully I fixed the audio issue. Let's get back into flight. PTF Predator. PTF Predator's coming in. There's an SD-10 launch from Lucky. Predator's also launching a missile. That one's on Wolf. Let's find Wolf here real quick. Wolf, 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 Wolf. Where are you, buddy? Wolf has launched a missile as well. And he's going evasive. PTF Predator, I think he's going to survive that missile. It's on his 6. He's burning away as quick as he possibly can here. That missile's real close. PTF Predator, do something. Flying parallel with the missile. All right, another launch from Trigger on to Gatling. Gatling's in trouble. Counter missiles. There we go. Here's the missile onto Gatling. Is it going to connect? That missile's looking real aggressive. All right, we've got a splash. Gatling is down. We got the first loss, and that is Gatling, who has been shot down. Let's switch our cameras and get into view who is aggressing here. We're going to put Katsu up on the screen here. He's got a missile on him. She's tracking. It's so dark, I can't see anything. Good notch by Katsu. Katsu has evaded the missile. He's alive. But we did have... we're down to 3. No, we're still 4 on 3. Predator is launching again. 120 out from Predator. This one's on Wolf. Wolf is launching a counter missile. The missile's on Falcon. And Harpia team is recommitting. Let's track this missile. There's the counter launch. It's an AIM-7 MH. That's not going to do much. Harpia is pulling away with Wolf extending. And Garrick, I'm going to say Garrick, has launched an AIM-120 at Lucky. AIM-120 has quite a bit of energy. And PTF team has gone defensive. Let's take a look at Lucky, see what's happening with him. Will he outrun this missile? I think he's going to be okay. He's burning away. The JF-17 does not have as much power as other aircraft, but he is extending, so that's looking pretty good here. All right, Team PTF is definitely on the back foot here. 3v4 is being felt. This could turn out real ugly real fast. All right, another launch. This one is from Katsu. And it's on Falcon. Falcon is cold. I think he's okay. He's pulling away. That missile is on his 6. The missile hill has Mach 1.7 on it. And Falcon needs to climb to avoid that missile. Missile's losing a lot of its speed. Double SD-10 on Lucky. There we go. Lucky has just been splashed. So it is 2v4 for Team Harpia. Another missile on Predator. PTF is not having a good day. Predator is extending as much as he can. He's trying to get out of there. Harpia is definitely pressing. All right, we've got Falcon and we've got Predator. Let's put them side by side and see what happens here.
That's Wolf.
Oh, is that Wolf?
Yep. It's 3 against 2 now.
This is definitely turning very fast and very furious here. 3v4. Falcon is now pressing Garrick. Garrick and Falcon are going into a merge. Garrick is down. How's Falcon going to do? There's Garrick in the background. And PTF Predator has launched on Trigger. Trigger is beelining away. He's in an F-18. He's in a dive. All right, he's avoided that AIM-120. This is now balanced out. We are back to a 2v2 setup. We've got one camera on Falcon, one camera on Trigger. Looks like Katsu's doing a launch and is pressing. He's firing an AIM-120 at Predator. Let's stick on that missile, and looks like Falcon is turning into support. There's definitely some crazy comms going on here. It's all about coordination here. Predator's extending. Falcon is coming in, but Falcon is flying into a 2-ship. He's focused on Katsu. He does not see Trigger coming in from his side. Falcon, look to your 9 o'clock. You're in trouble, buddy. Uh-oh. I think he just realized that he was locked. Missile, AIM-7. Come on, camera. Okay, Falcon's evaded at aim 7, but there's more missiles coming after him. Falcon's running. He's got multiple. He's hit. Falcon is hit. He is down. It is now a 2v1. So we've got... no, Falcon's alive. My mistake. Falcon is still active. He's being active with Pursued Predator. Aim 120 launch. No, correction. Aim 9 launch versus Aim 120. I'm going to watch this Aim 120 because this looks like a more aggressive missile. Predator, pull back. Pull back, buddy. Full afterburner. Notch that missile. He's hit. PTF Predator is down. Now it's Falcon versus Trigger and Katsu. Let's get Trigger up on the screen here and see what he sees. Falcon, he's being pursued and chased down. He's got Trigger on his 6 o'clock. Katsu does not know that Falcon is there. If Katsu makes a turn, he can definitely box in. Now, what's Trigger looking at like? Trigger's got aim 9s on him still. Katsu's popping flares. Trigger knows exactly where Falcon is. And there's a pop of flares from Katsu. Aim 9 out. Point blank versus an aim 120. Aim 9 misses. Aim 120 misses. Tight merge. This is where things get really crazy, guys. Let's get the camera onto Falcon and watch what happens. Aim 9 coming at Falcon. He evades it as well. Another aim 9 from Katsu on Falcon. And he's hit. That was intense. But a fantastic battle. I am very impressed by this because this turned out from a 4v3, 4v2, then it got pulled back into a 2v2, and both Harpia and PTF gave us a fantastic fight. Fantastic mission. Team Blue has taken control. Let's put the cameras onto our 2 F-18s that are heading back. And watch them RTB. So there you have it. 2 of the Harpia guys are coming back to base, and if they land, they will get some additional points for making it back alive, and they've earned their mission points as well. Remember, in ATO, the red team is basically designed to deny points for the blue team. So you want the blue team not to gain points by splashing hostiles, by destroying ground targets, or other things. In this case, PTF did a solid job. In the end, it switched down to aim 9s, point blank shots in complete darkness. This is the second stream at night that I'm streaming. I think the next one's going to be during the day, so that should be a little bit more visibility. But let's watch these guys come back to base and let's finish their landing. I'm going to go grab a drink of water. Next flight will be coming up as soon as the team lands, and we'll go for the next round. Landing. I'm going to go grab a drink of water. Next flight will be coming up as soon as the team lands, and we'll we'll go for the next round. Here, are you still here with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Awesome. So how do we look there? How many, did you see how many 120 hits there were? I think there was mainly 120s and a couple, I think there was an SD10 splash as well.
To be honest, I don't remember, but mostly it was 120 kill and one aim 9 kill, of course, from the F-16 by the blue side. But one of the missiles, one from 120, got desynced, and I'm pretty sure I saw it hit the F-16 on the red side, but
That's what I thought too.
kill, yeah, their kill wasn't registered. So you have to take it. It wasn't a kill, and the match has to go
Here,
on.
are you still here with
Um,
me?
But to be honest, HRP did really well in the
Awesome.
dark of the night.
So how do we look there? There you go. I've got some double audio going on here. I was making sure the audio was back up. So yeah, I'm trying to find that that 120. I'm still streaming it. I'm going to put this back up on the screen for folks to look at as well, while everybody's RTBing. So let's take a look. See if I can find that 120 splash. Now, was that the one on Predator, or was that the one on Falcon?
I think it was on the Falcon, shot by Trigger on Falcon.
All right, let's take a look here. Just streaming here. Let me share my screen with you so you can check it out as well. And we can take a look and see what we see here. Let me know if you can see the screen.
I can watch the stream from YouTube, no worries, because
Oh, okay.
it's not streaming.
It's a little bit of a delay.
Discord at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find that that shot on Falcon. Falcon did some really good evasion. I mean, PTF really put that effort in there. Now, where is that 120? Yeah, at one point I thought that Falcon was splashed. Somebody was splashed. I think is this it? Nope, that's definitely not it. Somebody got lucky. Definitely.
It was 2v2, so...
It was at the
just
2v2?
move over.
Okay.
Yep.
Fast forwarding, fast forwarding. So yeah, there was a double AIM-7 launch from Garrick on Falcon, and the AIM-7s just went stupid because they weren't being supported, and that's when the 2v2 started. I'm going to keep an eye on Falcon here and bring it through. So Falcon commits, goes in. AIM-7 launch on him again. He extends. Oh yeah, there we go. It was the trigger launch. You're absolutely correct. I'm going to slow it down and let's take a look at it. Let's see what the missile saw. Let's go into the missile view. So missile definitely had Falcon in its sights. Just replaying the view from the missile. Oh, that was close. That's some magic. Magic of DCS, guys. Almost looks like the missile hit an impenetrable force field on Falcon. Falcon had some secret superpowers.
Maybe he has Wagner on his side.
Ah, there you go. It hit his exhaust and detonated outside of, well, the proximity fuse didn't go off. It's like that story of the first Sidewinder missile that the Soviet Union got. It got stuck in a Chinese MiG-19 or MiG-15 when China went up against Taiwan in the 50s. And it was an AIM-9B or an AIM-9A, if I'm not mistaken, and it basically got stuck and never detonated. Nope. Mariana Islands are calling me. Somebody really wants to spam me. Hang on, guys. Let me make sure it's spam. All right. Yeah, that was definitely a spam call. All right, let's get a camera on to Trigger. He's coming in first. And let's check our scores here. So on the blue side, Katsu and Trigger 2-1. Now, are we missing one splash here? There should be, or somebody must have disconnected. There's Trigger and there's Katsu in the F-16. Looking absolutely fancy.
Trigger is going for a straight landing. He's on final approach.
Let's get the camera up on him. Katsu's bringing down his gear as well. Let's get Trigger up on the big screen here as he comes in for a landing. I've yet to fly this night mission. Now here, are there points for formation landing in ATO 3 or ATO 2?
Negative. It's a straight point. It's straight landing for straight approach landing for bonus points. 10 points for straight approach. And they have to keep in mind there's no go around, so it has to be just one shot.
A one-shot landing. So this is the differences between this competition and other competitions. There's before you take off, while you take off, and when you land, there's little bonuses like this that can help you offset and gain more points. It's very cool. Makes you think outside of just the battle and really shows your skills as a pilot and a bit of planning too.
It's pretty challenging, to be honest. It's not about the kills. It's about how good the pilots are on the teams. Because flying in the middle of the night, I didn't see any other competitions to run this kind of competition to be different situations and scenarios. Like we have air-to-ground mission for the next round. Harpia has to prevent them, blue team, from getting the ground targets, and blue team has 2 fighters escorting 2 ship air-to-ground planes. Pretty challenging for both sides. It's going to be beautiful.
So next one is, are we looking at ATO 1 for the next one?
Roger, yeah.
All right.
ATO 1.
ATO 1. So I'm actually going to be flying ATO 1 in a week with VMFA.
And are you on the blue side or on the red side?
I will be on the blue side.
It's easier.
Well, so ATO 1 is the 4v2, right?
It's 4v2, yes.
There we go.
4 ship, 2 escorts, 2 air ground, and on the red side, 2 defenders.
Oh, this is the next mission is going to be real interesting.
Keep in mind, it's just 2 Fox 2s. Like you can't bring any more. Just 2 AIM-9s. That's it.
So there's 2 defenders with 4 missiles between them, and they're Fox 2s, short range. And they've got 4 hostiles coming in. Beautiful landing. There we go. 2 successful straight-on landings. I think that's extra 10 points per aircraft for Team Harpia, right, Hero?
Yes, there will be 10 extra points for Harpia. They had formation before entering the bubble. That's also 10 points for that. Also, they did formation takeoff.
Mm-hmm.
They take point for that as well. They had 2 ships down, so it's minus 20. And they killed 4 ships, so it will be plus 80. They got overall 210 points at this point, if I'm not mistaken. I will check before announcing the scores again. But at this point, they have 210 points, but the limit is 200, so they get the full score for this round.
Fantastic. It's not just about what you shoot, it's also how you fly and how you organize and how you ingress and exit out. There you go, Trigger is happy. You could also say he's trigger happy. There you go, bad joke. He's shut down, he's got his canopy up.
Let me correct myself. They have 190 points. Yep, they have 190 points.
Because they had a couple of aircraft lost, right?
Right, true. They had 2 losses, so it's minus 20. I calculated wrong. Sorry, because I was under a lot of things just getting to the match.
No worries at all.
Yeah, it's 190. Let me know for them so they can restart the server. Didn't we fight against you, Plasma? Was you in that match? Because I think we did.
Which flight were we doing?
I don't remember.
Because this is a 2v4 as mentioned in the previous stream here, or in the previous part of the flight. And there's some restrictions here. There's the strike team, and then there's the defense group. Now, the defense group consists of 2 aircraft. All they've got is guns and 2 Fox 2s. In this case, they're going to be AIM-9s. And this is Team Harpia. Now, they've got 2 F-18s. They'll be rocking data link. If I'm not mistaken, Hero, I don't think we've got AWACS here either.
There will be no AWACS. Yes, there will be no AWACS in this match.
However, the F-18s can share information between their aircraft. So that's a benefit for running similar airframes.
But they're not taking tanks. I think they need it.
I think you're right. This is definitely interesting. Let's take a look here. Now, is Team PTF going to use that Tomcat that's rolling by as their standoff radar? Lucky. Let's take a look at his setup. What's Lucky got?
They are going to use Tomcat as Bombcat.
Are they?
Yep. He can't take AIM-9. He has to take the bombs, MK-82. So,
okay.
He's just a Bombcat.
Cool. All right, let's put.
This is getting interesting, to be honest.
This is definitely interesting. Let me get the. I'm gonna put the main screen here on our attackers, and so the attackers have to fly in and they have to take out.
They have to take out 2 targets. There's 1 target. Actually, there's 2 set of targets. 1 set of targets they have to take it down with the bombs. The other one they have to do it with strafing guns. So they can't use bombs on the other target. There's restriction on that. they have to damage or critical hit the target, so they get different points. Damaging target over 50% will be 5 scores. Destroying it more than 50% damage, it will be count as a destruction and 10 points. Every friendly loss will be -10. And the red team just have to prevent it. They have to just don't let them drop the bombs. That's it.
And in this setup, so the 2 Scud missiles, I've got them up on the screen right now. So the 2 transportable Scuds, they are the bomb targets. They have to be bombed. They cannot be strafed with guns. And the trucks, the 2 trucks are the strafe targets for guns. And they cannot be bombed. They must be shot with guns on a strafing pass.
Right.
Now, although Harpia has 2 aircraft, their job is to find the strikers. That's the guys carrying the bombs on PTF side. They have to find and take them out. All that Harpia cares about right now is finding the strikers and taking out the strikers. They don't need to get into dogfights. They don't need to worry about shooting down planes. It's all about denying points from PTF. There we go. They're lining up. Let's take a look here. So our 2 strikers looks like it's Hey,
I'm really worried about Harpia because they're not taking tanks, and it's 70 nautical miles to bullseye targets. They need fuel to fight. Like,
yeah, hero. Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up in a dogfight, and I think they lack fuel right now.
Agreed. If they're planning to get there on time, they need to have the fuel, at least 1 tank, and go as fast as they can. Now, where is those? There we go. Oh, I'm trying to get the angle. There's the 2 Mark 82s under the F-14. I couldn't see them from the angles before, but there they are. I'm panning around looking for those bombs. There you go. I've got finally the view after a whole bunch of panning around. Looks like they're starting up. Looking pretty good. Side by side. Let's see if I can switch this out to a slightly different view. Maybe put the 2 aircraft side by side. Split screen. Technology, come on. There we go. Hey, Hero, quick question for you. Is there a Rio in the PTF Bombcat? Who is the Rio?
There's none.
Really?
Yeah, this is going to trust just, sir.
I don't. Hang on. I'm seeing 5 guys on the PTF side. F-14.
Yes, they have one of them as reserve, so if one of them is disconnected on their own way, he will take the place.
Okay. All right. Well, fingers crossed. Now, I don't think that because this is a CCIP drop, which means that the Tomcat has to go into a dive. I don't think having a lantern pod in a Rio will make a difference here anyway, right? It's all pilot skill.
They have to land. The blue side has to land, come back home, and they have to survive it. And to be honest, F-14 bombing is pretty accurate, so I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about the RP. Where's their tanks?
Well, you know what? I'm going to take this as a lesson for my flight next week because I'll be on the blue side. I don't think I'll be bringing a Tomcat. I've taken off a Tomcat twice in my entire life. I always sit in the back seat as a Rio.
Ah, Tomcat is pretty good for bombing. It's accurate. It's more accurate than CCIP 18. But I flew both of them. I can't say which one is more accurate, but 14 is just kind of just easy to drop bombs.
All right, how are we looking with the teams?
They're on the standby. They have on emergency brake.
Perfect. 2 minutes for takeoff. I've asked Godfather from OTP and Asphalite to hold off. their flight so that I can stream them as well.
Like a night strike.
Here, are you the flight boss for the next flight by any chance?
I think it's gonna be night raid. Um,
Okay. All right, everybody's holding.
night raid from the JTAG.
Hold on. Why am okay? So one of the guys is staying on the ground, right? Not taking off.
He will not take off the moment every aircraft takes off. He has to disconnect. Otherwise, the match will be forfeit.
Awesome. All right, I'll let you do your final prep and organization. Three, two, one, and there is our go signal. PTF with Predator in lead taking off. And let's take a look at our two F-18s. They're taking off as well. All right. Airborne, and what do we got going on here? All right, Garrick and Trigger. Guys, I hope you've brought enough fuel. And Hero, if you see anything interesting or you got thoughts, drop them in. A second voice makes this stream a lot more interesting than just me randomly talking about weird stuff.
Sir.
So they
got the 10 points for formation takeoff.
All right, so the strikers are in lead in this configuration. Let's change up the view so that we've got TAC view, just because that gives us a little bit more awareness of what's going on. And let's get TAC view up on the screen here. Our target will be Bullseye. PTF. Yep, and let's take a look here. All right, so we've got an 8-mile spread between the strikers and the defenders. The strikers are aggressively climbing up, doing Mach 1.1. I think they're going to try to rush. For those who play Counter-Strike, I think they're going to try to rush the bomb site. Here, you ever play Counter-Strike?
Yes, I did when I was younger.
Remember?
P90, my favorite, and Rushing B.
remember the rush A, rush B. Everybody runs towards the bomb site. So I think that's exactly what PTF team is doing right now. They're going Mach 1.2. They're definitely giving it full gas. At this point, Harpia is ingressing. They're also picking up speed. And they're conning. They're up at 35,000 feet already. Giving all that they can.
The Harpia is flying good with top speed of their F-18s, and they're just coming in hot.
Let's see what they can do. I'm fully supportive of this. I'm just concerned that they may have some fuel problems, as you said as well.
I hope to just see some dogfights, but it's gonna be lovely.
All right, let me bring up the audio here so we can actually... There's the sound. All right, Harpia is 48 miles from the target. This is where we go to TAC view and we start watching behaviors, because they're going to start seeing each other on radar right now. They're within 83 nautical miles. If they've got their radars active, they should start seeing each other. Now the Bombcat is pulling in ahead. Let's get this Bombcat up on the screen here real quick. Phoenix Task Force. There's the 2 Mark 82s. And we've got no sound because we are supersonic. It looks like a tank's been dropped. Trying to be as light and as quick as we possibly can be here. By Phoenix Task Force.
The strikers are closer to the targets, unfortunately. Harpia needs to step up.
Yeah, Harpia's gotta step it up. "26 miles for the target, and Harpia has fallen behind. The F-18 is not necessarily the fastest plane there is. 49-mile spread. Now, the strikers will definitely need to be able to figure out where they're going and what they're doing. I don't know if putting the defenders in the back was a good idea. Perhaps they're going to do a feint and pull back. Harpia's tight. Another drop tank dropped from PTF Predator. PTF Lucky's going in. He's got 18 miles to go. Let's keep an eye on him. He's starting his dive onto the targets. I'm going to bring up one of the... looks like he's going for the Scuds. I'm going to put the Scuds up on the screen here.
Predator is going to engage as well. He's in danger.
There we go. We've got the Scuds up on the screen. Let's leave them here. And let's see what's happening here. Now, Garrick is getting close. 13-mile spread. They're still within, outside the range of a Fox 2 AIM-9 launch, but they are diving in on Lucky. I think Lucky's realized that he might be in a little bit of trouble here. Starting to go evasive. Trigger and Garrick are on Lucky, pressing him. All right, Lucky's definitely getting into an engagement here. Trigger's on him.
First.
And Garrick is going after Predator. All right, Predator has evaded, dropping flares, coming in for a bomb site real fast. Trigger is on. Let's get Trigger up here. This just escalated real quick.
Bomb away, one target now.
Great hit. Predator's extending. What do we got going on here? He's got Garrick on him. Garrick's launched an AIM-9. AIM-9's tracking. Splash. All right, Lucky, it's all on you. You better have those bombs and you better know what you're doing. Let's put up Lucky on one of the side screens and see what he's going to do. Lucky has been hit. He's got one engine out. He's shooting guns. This is not good. Can he still drop those bombs? Okay, Falcon's coming in onto Trigger and onto Falcon. AIM-9 launch. That's a miss. Lucky's trying to do his bomb run. Here he comes. Drop those bombs, buddy. Oh, Lucky tried to Fox 5 and he is out of there. Harpia has successfully denied the targets. I think only one unit's been hit and destroyed. All right, now it's just a hunting session for Team Harpia. Let's get them up on screen side by side here.
Rick is going for the backfight with the guns.
Staying on him. There you go. Guns out. All right, Falcon, do some magic. Drop those tanks, buddy. Drop those tanks. Falcon's lost stabilizer. He's lost a wing. Falcon is down. All right, this leaves Gory. Let's get on to Gory. See what he's gonna do here.
It's down to guns only because all aircrafts running out of missiles.
So let's see what's gonna happen here. I think we're gonna watch Trigger here. Trigger's lining up for another shot. Yeah, Trigger's definitely slotting in here for some shots on Gory. It's going to be another F-18 versus an F-16. F-18, nice and slow, should have the maneuverability to get inside the circle. Trigger's definitely staying inside the circle here. Garrick is lining up. If Gory can extend and pull away, and I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to extend and pull away. He's already going Mach 1.1, and Trigger is falling behind. This could be the saving grace for Gory. He's got the speed in the F-16. Whatever you do, don't go into vertical. 1.14. Gory is about 150 kilometers faster than Trigger. Trigger is on him. He can see him up front, but he's not catching him yet. All right, Trigger's cutting off. And Trigger's breaking off. Now Garrick is trying to get in there instead. Let's get the camera on to Garrick. Garrick is flying parallel course. All right, there we go. This is all about survival. 2v1. Gory's coming around. Will Gory dive down on Garrick and try to take him with guns? Gory's right above him. I bet you anything that Garrick is definitely watching him. All right, let's get Trigger up here and see what Trigger's up to. Yep, Trigger's lining up for a shot.
I don't think this is gonna end up getting down, shutting down, because he has the better engine and he's in better situation.
Well, it's 2v1, so right now I'm just watching TAC view as this is happening. Gory's making a sharp turn. He's recommitting. Uh-oh. Here comes Trigger and Garrick. Trigger's getting real close. All right, Trigger. What are you gonna do? This is definitely a dogfight that you were looking for, hero. This is it.
Yeah. I'm excited. Do popcorns.
You're not. Oh, there's all those gunshots. There's hits.
It's it. That's it.
That was a heck of a fight.
Brilliant.
All right, so here's a question for you, hero. Blue team. If Blue team extended an RTB'd, could they have gotten points? Can they leave the bubble before all the red are taken out and land?
Yes, he could RTB and land. We'll just give him the points for and formation takeoff and one target down. It's based on scores. In this tournament, it's not about killing all the opponents. They could definitely RTB since they had the red side had the upper hand. So yeah, it was possible, and they could still get points.
Points for landing and surviving, right?
Yes, because every time they lose a friendly or on the Brazilian aircraft, it will be minus points for them, and landing would be plus points. So if I was there, I would take the landing.
Just run, run, run. And I thought actually that is what was going to happen, because at one point here, I'm just going to rewind the stream here for a second. I'm going to put the TAC view up on the screen here. I'm going to pull the stream back on Gory. I'm going to turn down the volume because I love the sound of F-18 afterburns. Actually, you know what? Hopefully they've got gas to come back home after all that flying. So when Gory was pulling out and he had the two guys on him, Garrick and Trigger started pressing him, And Gory was doing a really good extent, so he got out of the dogfight here. I'm just streaming this tack view here. Trigger was inside a circle. It was really dangerous, but then Gory started extending out towards home base, and I thought he was actually going to leave and land. Now, Gory was doing a solid Mach over 150, 200 kilometers, so about 50, 80 knots faster than Trigger and Garrick. And he climbed up and he started hitting Mach 1.17, whereas Garrick and Trigger were at Mach 1.1, 1.05. And then Gory recommitted and tried to get into the back into the fight. Now, when he had that speed advantage, he actually hit Mach 1.2. Yeah, so he was well. F-16's got more power than the F-18 for its size. So here, if he ran, I think he may have made it home.
True.
Just catching up on the tack view here. But that's the beauty of flying all these missions and all these adventures. So there you have it.
Sorry, let me correct that. AA pilots, they can't RTB, but A2 ground,
Ah, okay. So
they can RTB.
okay, so Gory had to fight, and Harpia is doing some. Oh my God, Harpia is doing an inverted RTB. Okay, I'm gonna put this up on the screen.
Thanks to Gasling, you let me know. Correcting me.
There we go. There you go. Back on the stream. Harpia is doing an inverted RTB. Okay, guys. Well done. Inverted RTB in formation. I'm going to print screen this. Now, how close can they get without colliding? There's some flares. Looking good, guys. Where's that sound? I want to hear those engines roaring.